Hey, so are you ready to do this 2-month update?
No.
Okay.
I gotta change my shirt. I'm like the same color as the couch and the curtains and everything else. So you gotta give me like...
Take 2! Okay, we'll see if she comes.
Okay.
Hey!
I'm ready now.
Okay. Welcome, guys. If you don't know, I'm Ron.
I'm Deborah.
And we are Wild Bloods Adventure. And we've been on the road since February 1st. So 2 months. We started out in Georgia, if you don't know. And we are now currently sitting in Colorado. This past month, do you know how many states we've been to?
A lot?
Yeah. You know how much money we've spent?
A lot.
Do you know what damage we've done?
Too much. No, it's not we.
I'm sorry, me. So we started out March 1st in
Gulfport,
Mississippi, yes. So went to Mississippi and then Louisiana and then Texas and then Kansas and then Oklahoma and
now
Colorado. So we've seen a lot. I mean, we were going back through the books and it was like, oh my gosh. I mean, starting out with the Gulfport shores and then we went to New Orleans, throughout there. And then Texas, we've been all over. We started from Houston all the way up the heart of it, through Dallas. We spent a little bit more money on lodging. We'll go through that at the end, with it. But some of the things we've seen, I mean, what'd you think of the Texas?
What all did we do in Texas?
You're good at this stuff, let me tell you.
I don't remember. We've done so much.
So Texas, we went to Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, we
saw the cattle drive. That was cool.
Yes, that was different.
Fort
The
Worth.
western town. I got my. Hold on. I got my hat.
Yes, you got your hat.
I look good in my hat.
I look better.
Okay, let's see. You guys will be the judge. Whoops, sorry. So then we went to Dallas. We went through the JFK Memorial. Went through there.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we do in Dallas? We did something else, I thought, there. Man, I'm losing it. What we did.
There's been so much.
I know. Well, we went to Buc-ee's in Texas.
Yes.
I love Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is awesome.
We did the In-N-Out burger. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're not big fans. No. What else? We went to Oklahoma City. We went to the bombing, the memorial there. We finally, out of 6 months, we stayed at one state park that was in Oklahoma. We loved it.
That was beautiful.
We're going to stay at a few more.
Surprised.
In Colorado, our next couple trips are state parks. Stayed at a lot of campgrounds, Thousand Trails throughout there. Saved us some money. So let's see, in Kansas, we went to
Dodge City.
Yes. Wyatt Earp and Doc Hollywood. We've been watching a lot of Westerns.
Yes.
Since going to those places. Then Colorado, we went to Garden of the Gods. We went to, where'd we go today?
Today we went to the Aztec ruins.
Yep. Little crowded, wasn't as exciting.
Yeah, we couldn't spend as much time because there
was too
was
much people,
so
just pushing
many
you
people.
around.
It was really cool though.
Yes, it was. It was cool, to look out there. And we got a lot to do in Colorado still. The next month, so we visit 6 states in a month. And this month, we're only going to be in Colorado and probably New Mexico. We're going to visit the 4 Points and stuff. We honestly don't know. We're at that 4 Points. We do think it's going to be New Mexico because we don't want to lose it. We've heard so much good stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you're at the 4 Points, you can go anywhere. We can go to Utah. We can go to Arizona. Yeah, we really want to get to Utah.
Yeah, I didn't really know that I wanted to go to Utah until I started looking at pictures of it, and I'm like, yeah, I think I want to go to Utah.
Yeah, but we think we're going to try to stay down to New Mexico, then over to Arizona, then up to Utah from there. But for this month, the majority of it's going to be these two states, New Mexico and Colorado. We got a lot to do. We still got at least 2 weeks here in Colorado. And we head to Grand Junction tomorrow. What other like fun stuff? I mean, have you enjoyed being out on the road for 2 months?
And just being able to have the freedom to go wherever we want to go and spend however much, because we've adjusted times, how long we've stayed places. Some of it was because we didn't have a choice. Getting the window fixed, we had to extend that a little bit.
Throw that in there yet.
Hey.
They may not know. So RV expenses this month. The one thing you learn if you're doing this is you're going to have issues. Like every stop, or we've had issues. We've had
state.
Yeah, our state. That's what I meant. Yes, we are going to Kansas. We're going to Oklahoma first. We arrived at the awesome campground. I opened up my door to get out. The wind blew my door, and my window just cracked the front window. There's what do you call it on that one? An episode. Then in Kansas, as we were driving, we're about 30 miles away from the campsite.
Were we even that far away?
It was some 25, 30. Close. Yeah. But all of a sudden our awning, I mean, there was like 60-mile-per-hour winds. Our awning came out on the highway as you're going.
Just this loud bang, and it was like, what was that? And I could see it flapping.
Yeah, one-lane roads. And then we pulled off, and I had to get on top of the RV in 60-mile-per-hour winds with cattle.
And it was cold.
Yes, and with what do they call cattle?
The cattle trucks.
Yeah, cattle trucks going by. That was fun. I was holding on for dear life up there. Memories. That's core memories. Is that Inside Out? Is that the movie?
All right, back on track.
Yeah, sorry. But in here at this campsite, we're at our little, what do you call it?
Our water pressure gauge.
Yeah, we got down to freezing last night.
And it was below freezing.
Below freezing, and apparently you shouldn't have this out there when it's below freezing.
And because
it's gone now. It broke, and now shows we have water pressure right now at 100
psi.
psi. That's pretty good, and we're not even plugged in. So that's nothing. We'll fix that. But we learn that we got to fix stuff constantly.
Constantly, it's always something.
Yes, we had the windshield before that, windshield wipers. We have a little bit of issues with our heat. Luckily, this will be the last night we need heat in a while. Well, last night was. But our propane works good. Our problem is we think it's a regulator on there. Yeah, that's what we think. The refrigerator works off the propane. The stove works off of it.
And the heater works
when it wants to.
Sometimes.
Yeah, until you get to like half. Once you used up half of the propane, then it usually doesn't come on. So we got to figure that out. So that's our next adventure. To figure out, but
luckily we won't need it.
Yeah, and the weather going forward looks like 70s, low at night 45. We had some snow yesterday, not much, just flurries where we were at. It was teasing us all around the mountains.
Yeah, we were in a little bowl and it was going all around us.
Yeah. But I'm happy we stuck to our plan. We do this in little chunks, and we did this map way back. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know if I have it. There's our map, our handy dandy notebook.
All right, please.
When we started our journey, can you hold this for a sec, baby? This was our map. And that's exactly where the South Guy went down. We went up through Texas, Kansas, and over here. So here's where we're probably going to maybe change some of the stuff because we're going to be over this side more coming up. But we've stuck to our plans. We do it in increments. We do about 9 stops a month and about 1,500 to 2,000 miles. The thing that will blow you away, at least blew me away, when we first started this journey, I was like, oh, cool, we're not going to put any miles on the journey. We're just going to tag it along with us. We have traveled in an RV about 3,000 miles, and we have traveled in the journey 3,200 miles. So we put on 6,200 miles in 2 months. So that shocked me because you drive to these places or you stay at them and then you go off an hour here, an hour and a half to get to these destinations that you can really, see at. Like when we were in Texas, we stayed at a place that was in nowhere, Tacoma, Lake Texoma. Mm-hmm. It was an hour and a half from Fort Worth. It was an hour and a half from Dallas. And it was 2 hours away from Oklahoma. But we did all that stuff, Oklahoma City. So we did all that stuff on different adventures.
It was a good central location, but you still had to put a lot of miles on the car to
Yeah,
get
so
anywhere.
so the gas there, is fun stuff. But the girls are still getting along great, maybe too great for us sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
The size still doesn't. I'm still fine with what we've left behind. I know you still miss your bath. We still haven't gotten that. That's coming. Her birthday's coming in May. That's the goal.
Yep. Almost there.
They love the playgrounds, and they're more old school playgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
tire swings and old seesaws and stuff like that we grew up on. So it's nice seeing them out and about. But they are out way more than
Than they
we
ever
were
were
at
at
home.
home.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're out hiking as a family, or they're out playing the playground at the campsites. They're seeing friends when we have them. We've been fortunate enough the last few campsites not to have a lot of people around, but it's been awesome watching them interact with each other and just outside instead of just sitting on their tablets.
I mean,
Yeah, when we drive,
And
they'll do
they
the
still
tablets.
like to play their tablets
Yes.
some, but can we go outside? Can we go to the playground? Can we go outside?
Or we got to call them in at night.
Yeah.
And we had if you haven't seen what our house looked like, we had an awesome backyard.
And they never went out there.
No, hardly. So I mean, to see them go out in this is great. Let's see, everything wouldn't change the work so far. Eventually, we'll have to get back there. But for now, it's nice having the stress free, not being rushed like a vacation. 9 days, got to get home.
That's what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
why I like. That's I think one of my favorite things so far is we can extend time if we want to extend time. If we decide we want to go to wherever,
Yeah.
Nevada,
Yeah.
we can go to Nevada.
And then come back. I mean, the thing it's going to hurt future vacations when we go back to reality, because 9 days isn't enough to do
No.
stuff that, I mean, you're finally getting packed and unloaded. It's like, you get
Yep.
to enjoy stuff. But expense wise,
Do we have to do this?
yes, every
No.
month. I'm keeping track of this every
I don't
month.
want to know.
So this month we spent a little bit more. We went a little further. We spent $875 in gas compared to February, which was 3 days shorter of a month. That's what my wife keeps telling me, so I don't go nuts. We spent $700 there. Gas has gone up. We were getting it for
Yep.
$2.30. It's $3 a gallon right now where we're at. Campgrounds, we spent $525. In February, we spent $226. So $525 getting a little. We're running out of the 1,000 trails. We're going to get some more in Arizona, but until we get to Arizona, we'll be paying. That's why we'll be staying in a lot of state parks and stuff like that. Going from there, and we're already paid up through middle of April. On that. Laundry was only $83 compared to $75, and we did really well with laundry this month. We lucked out and got charged for like a quarter.
Quarter to dry some stuff.
Like
That was
6
great.
loads or something one time. That was nice. RV supplies was $891, up from $445, and $100 of that was the oil change, which Deborah did. And then it was buying all the supplies for that. So next time we do oil, won't be
it'll
that
be
much.
the cost of a filter and the quarts of oil. I mean, that'll all we'll have next time.
We had $500 for the deductible on my mishap
windshield.
on the window. Miscellaneous of doing stuff. So last month, miscellaneous, we spent $820. This month we spent $700, and we had our daughter's birthday in there. So we did really well without eating out.
Yeah.
The groceries is a big one. Last time we only spent $700 on groceries, and this month $1,000. But we started out packed. And that was before February 1st.
And I noticed when I went to the store today,
Prices were,
the stuff is just more expensive here.
at least in Colorado. Kansas and Oklahoma it wasn't.
No, but things have been more expensive here in Colorado, and we've gone grocery shopping and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean a couple of times probably. So I mean, with that, I mean we're still keeping track of it. It's we're a little bit more than where we wanted to be, but not too much when you think about. We estimated we paid doubled up on some bills and stuff this month, so we think we'll be looking good in April. It's gonna be some great weather we're headed to, so we're excited for that. By the end, it should be getting into the 90s, I think, by the end of April, with it headed to Arizona and get some swimming in there. That's one thing we want to get with the girls is more swimming, but we're going to see some sand dunes. We might see some in Colorado, not sure yet. That's where we're going to figure out if we're going to go to that one. But there's the ones in New Mexico. We're going to see them. Is it Bandelier? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah. National Park. Gonna get inside there.
Want to go to Roswell?
Yes, want to go to Roswell, New Mexico.
Gotta go see
the aliens. I have to go to Nevada too, Area 51.
I don't think you can get there.
Oh, you can't do any of that?
I don't think you can get in there.
Man, maybe we'll catch an alien. Maybe we'll catch Bigfoot too. Yeah.
Well, you know, we could go hunt Bigfoot.
Went near Pikes Peak today, little town. What was the name of the town?
I want to say it's Manitoba, but I could be saying that
but
wrong.
it was a great little town. Went inside there, walked downtown for a little bit. And
that's where the Aztec ruins were.
Yep. We're getting pictures and we're getting video that we never would have had before. So I mean, that's what I'm excited about. I mean, it's about the long term, the legacy of this trip for the girls to be able to look back on, our sons to be able to look back on, just to see, you know, what we're up to. I have a son in Japan, and you know, this is the only way you got staying in contact, you know, through Facebook or through this stuff that he can see. So, hi, Jake, we love you.
Hey, Jacob.
Hi,
Justin.
David, we love you too,
hey,
and
Dave,
Justin.
I love you.
But it's well worth it still. Mm-hmm. Still feel pretty good. Hopefully in like 10 months I'll be like, I don't know, why did we do this?
You know, I haven't killed you yet. So.
No, you haven't. And it hasn't, I mean, for 60 straight days living in this little thing, I don't know. I feel just same as living in a 3,000 square foot home. You know, I mean.
I just wish my bedroom was bigger.
Yeah, or you had a bath.
And I had a bathtub.
Yeah, the bedroom you should see is where you should see her making the bed. It's good stuff. Takes like 25 minutes crawling around in there.
Should not take that long to make.
And I should do a video on that.
Please don't.
But if you have any, we thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following along. You know, we want to keep building the page. So if you do, you know, send it out. You know, share it to others so they can join in. We're like I said, trying to build up. We have 112 subscribers now. I mean, when we started it, we were like 75 or close to 80. So we haven't grown that much in 2 months. About a month ago, we were at 100. When we did, so we keep going back and forth. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I mean, if you want to see different things or if you have different ideas, we're telling you we're going to New Mexico and we're in Colorado. We're headed to Grand Junction, down to Durango, down to the 4 Points, and then maybe over to Sand Dunes, and then into New Mexico, Santa Fe, all the way down to the Sand Dunes down there, and coming across, going to the East Coast. We'll probably start out in Arizona on the bottom southeast, then we'll go up through Tombstone there, through Arizona, and then through Cottonwood, and then into either Las Vegas or Utah. I know we're going to hit Utah. There's no way we're not hitting Utah after what we've been watching lately and seeing. So we're definitely going to do that. But thank you guys for enjoying. Do you have anything else?
No.
Nothing?
Don't think so.
I don't think we missed.
I'll try not to kill you this month.
Yeah, another month down. A quarter of the year will be gone. It's
crazy.
Back in retail, that's how we used to talk, you know.
Crazy.
I don't know how we talk in, you know, the sticks. Because we're out of sticks right now.
What are
I
you
got a cowboy
talking
hat
about?
on.
That's not the sticks.
But we're probably gonna have a family, some type of board game.
Game night.
Yeah, game night. And I'm trying to put together a song parody. What is it again?
I don't.
The Frozen. It's a Frozen one. We've written it all. I got to figure out how to put it all together into one. But it's about living in an RV. So it's about travel day. So what was the name of the song?
Man. Oh my god.
Oh, but we call it travel day now. So that'll be ours. We're off to travel day tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.